it down low. A little softer, make it softer. A little softer, make it down low. A little louder, make it louder. A little louder.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Game Plan. I'm Josh,
And I'm Natalie.
and it is one day after March Madness. Last night we got to watch a thrilling game between Houston and Florida. Florida ultimately pulled it off in just an amazing game. And what better way to wrap March Madness up than to give you a post-March Madness mock draft? A lot of these guys showed up and played huge games in March Madness. So there's a lot of people rising up draft boards, and we're here to bring you all the information you need to know about this NBA draft. So let's just get right into it.
All right. The Utah Jazz have the first pick of the draft, and what better player to start off this draft than Cooper Flagg? Out of Duke, we all know him. He is the easiest pick of the draft.
For sure.
The Jazz land a generational talent with Cooper Flagg. He dominated with Duke this season with 19 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks per game. He does everything on the court. He defends multiple positions, and he runs around the field like a guard. And he just has an extremely high basketball IQ.
Mm-hmm.
He reminds people of a young Kevin Garnett with a little more perimeter skill.
Yeah.
And the Utah Jazz need a face for their franchise. And Flagg is that guy for them. With his ability to impact both ends, he'll give Jazz fans something to believe in again.
Totally. You know the Jazz fans need it. They've had a rough stretch, and we all know Cooper Flagg. This dude has the potential to be generational. But with the second pick, I think this guy also has a chance to be generational. So the Wizards are most likely to have the second pick, and for them, I have Dylan Harper, the guard from Rutgers, going there. The Wizards are just desperate for an identity, and Harper brings that sort of alpha one guard mentality. He's 6'6", he's honestly a walking bucket, but he'll also pass the ball. He's a really polished prospect, and I mean, it's an easy comparison because his dad was in the league, but he's Ron Harper's son, so you know he can play some defense too. He averaged about 20 points, 5 boards, and 4 assists per game for Rutgers. He's shifty, he's strong, he's fearless, and he'll attack the rim or take a step back 3-point shot. He hits big shots, and I know Rutgers had a disappointing season, but that was not Dylan Harper's fault. Dylan Harper was amazing, and who knows, bring a little bit of John Wall vibes back to the Wizards with Dylan Harper. He has some swag and some versatility, and he can finally give this team some sort of direction. I think he's that special.
I really like that pick, Josh. Harper's ability to create shots and just elevate his teammates is something that every team is looking for.
For sure.
Third pick of the draft goes to the Charlotte Hornets as they grab VJ Edgecombe. Edgecombe is one of the most explosive two-man guards in his class. He averaged 15 points, 5 rebounds, and over a steal and block per game. He plays with an edge, and the Charlotte Hornets need more guys who want to win for them. Pairing him with LaMelo Ball could give the Hornets a scary backcourt.
Yeah, for sure.
Edgecombe brings the defense, and LaMelo Ball brings the flair to the team.
Yeah, I think it's a great fit. He's arguably the most athletic guy in the class, and look, he got better and better as the year went on, so steadily rising up draft boards, and VJ might be a steal at pick number 3. So now, pick 4 will probably be with the New Orleans Pelicans, and I have them taking a guy who recently fell, but is still a lock for a top 5 pick, and that is the other freshman out of Rutgers, Ace Bailey. I love this pick for New Orleans. They just lost Brandon Ingram, and this guy reminds me a lot of Brandon Ingram, but he'd be younger and he'd be cheaper. He's 6'10", he's an athletic freak who can score on all 3 levels. He's a little bit of a shot chucker, but you know that can be coached out of him. He averaged about 18 points and 7 rebounds, but his potential is what people have him going so high for. He moves like a wing, but finishes like a big. And with Zion never really seeing playing time, that just gives the Pelicans more depth at that 3-4 position. And Bailey can come in there and score some points. He's another all-star caliber forward to build around. And catching lobs from CJ McCollum when Zion's out doesn't sound too bad. Ace Bailey's a great player, rough around the edges, but man, that guy can score. So I think that the Pelicans will take him at pick number 4.
All right, let's go to pick number 5. The Philadelphia 76ers get Con Knuckle. We all know him. Fans are going to love him from Philly. Knuckle, he's tough, he's smart, and he's a skilled wing who averaged 14 points and shot over 40% from the three. He knows how to play off stars, which is perfect next to Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. Con's not flashy, but he is reliable. He's the guy that doesn't make mistakes and can step up in big time moments. Think Joe Ingles with a little more bounce. For a team chasing a title, Knuckle is the kind of plug and play guy that can make winning a lot easier.
I absolutely love the Joe Ingles comparison. He's totally like that. You know, a gritty guy that just does everything right, and he plays around stars perfectly. This is a rookie that can come in day one and help a team in any way he can. Now, I really like this pick. Number 6 to the Brooklyn Nets, I have Trey Johnson, the guard from Texas. Brooklyn needs scoring, and Trey Johnson can score. He's the biggest flamethrower of this draft class. He's a 6'6" guard that put up nearly 20 points per game at Texas, and he did it in pretty much every way. Mid-range, pull-up threes, aggressive drives, he does everything. He plays super smooth, but you can tell that he just has the utmost confidence when he's on the court. He is not afraid of anybody in front of him. And the Nets are on a weird ground right now. You know, they don't really have a direction, so they have to draft best available. And Trey Johnson's game is similar to Cam Johnson, who they already have, but you don't pass up on a guy like Trey Johnson falling to 6. He's a great, great, great player, and his scoring potential and shot creation is just elite as a freshman.
I mean, like you said, Josh, the Nets are in a weird spot right now, and
Yeah.
securing a guy who averages 20 points a game is just
Pretty good.
like that would help a lot.
Good.
The 7th pick is most likely going to be the Toronto Raptors, and Derek Queen is the perfect fit for them. Center out of Maryland, Toronto is betting big on the upside here, and Derek Queen has a lot of it. He averaged 16 points and 9 rebounds, and he was a force on the paint all year. What sets him apart is his footwork and his vision. He's not just a bruiser, he can pass and he can shoot from mid-range. Toronto loves versatile bigs, and Queen fits mold of modern center who can grow into a franchise piece. With Scott Barnes handling the wing, Queen adds interior strength and reliable post presence.
Yeah, I mean, he's a special player. In the post, he reminds me of those older centers like DeMarcus Cousins or Al Jefferson, and he's just fun to watch, and he had a big March Madness, so I hope that he lands in Toronto. I think that's the perfect fit for him. So now moving on to pick number 8 that belongs to the Spurs, and I have them taking Kaman Malawash, the center out of Duke. The Spurs already have Wemby. Why not draft another center? Because Kaman Malawash is that good. And pairing him with Wemby would be absolute chaos for opposing teams. 2 freak of nature shot blockers in the paint. Like, I don't know how teams could do that, especially with Greg Popovich teaching them and playing along Wemby. If you remember the Twin Towers of Hakeem Olajuwon and Samson back in the day, this would give that the same sort of vibe. These are 2 incredible rim protectors, and I think that if you get a backcourt like Malawash and Wemby together, that could be the start of a dynasty. Tim Duncan, David Robinson, I don't know, could be Wemby and Kaman Malawash. I hope to see the Spurs snag him.
I mean, defensively, they can break the league. Offensively, I would be terrified to be against them.
Totally.
Now, the Portland Trailblazers have the 9th pick, and I have them getting Chase Richardson, guard out of Michigan State. Chase Richardson is built for the NBA. He's the son of former slam dunk champ Jason Richardson.
Oh yeah.
Jason brings a pro mentality and big time bounce. He averaged 12 points and shot just under the 50 from the field. He's a guard who can defend multiple positions and knock down shots when needed. Portland is rebuilding, and they need high character, high upside guys, and Jace checks off both those boxes and also brings winning DNA with him.
Totally. I didn't know much about him going into the year, but he just kept impressing me. And you could tell that he was coachable under Tom Izzo. He's just a player that wins basketball games, and I'd love to see him at the next level, especially because I loved to watch Jason Richardson growing up. So now, this is the final pick of our post March Madness mock draft, and this pick belongs to the Phoenix Suns. And I have them taking Jeremiah Fears, the guard out of Oklahoma. Phoenix is in win now, and Fears might be the best all-around guard left on the board. He's flashy. He scored 17 points per game, grabbed 4 boards, and dished out 4 assists. He's efficient, and he just plays great basketball. This dude is a human highlight reel, and if you can let him learn under Booker and Beal, and if he starts to be able to control his tempo, he will be a deadly, deadly player. He's a little bit immature right now, but if you watch him play, there's sometimes that he just takes over the game, and he looks like an absolute world beater. And behind those veterans in Phoenix, I think that Fears could be a terrifying guard for years to come.
All right, that wraps up our top 10 picks for the NBA mock draft. Let us know what you think, what picks you liked, what picks you didn't like so much, and we'll be back soon with the next round and as we get closer to the draft day.
Yeah, thanks again for tuning in. Let us know who your favorite prospect is in the comments, and we're looking forward to bringing you more content soon.